We are present in 120 countries. Ipob denies group now Nnamdi Kanu's property. The indigenous people of Biafra has refuted a claim that the leader of the group, Nnamdi Kanu, has changed the document of the Ipob to convert it to personal property. According to the Media and Publicity Secretary of the group, Emma Powerful, who released the statement on Friday, a group called the Coalition of Southeast Professionals Network in Nigeria and diaspora had made the claim. The Ipob described CSEPNND as an imaginary organization propagating the false interest of the Department of State Services, DSS. The attention of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, ably led by our great leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been drawn to the ridiculous and fallacious media report that our leader has altered the registration document of Ipob and converted same to his private estate with his wife, Mrs. Uchechi Oku Kanu, as one of the signatories. The stupid claims emanating from a faceless group and DSS creation masquerading as Coalition of South East Professional Network in Nigeria and diaspora only exist in the imagination of those behind the trash. There is no iota of truth in the above gibberish, which is confirmed that the DSS has run out of ideas in its propaganda war against Ipob. Assuming but not conceding to this tissue of lies, when and how has who owns and runs Ipob become the headache of these dullards? We thought they said Ipob is an organization of miscreants run by a lunatic. How come the Nigerian government is suddenly beginning to lose sleep over the ownership of Ipob, the assembly of miscreants? While Ipob boastfully said the group is managed in 120 countries of the world, it described those sponsoring the lies against it as fools. Can this band of fools supply answers to the following? What is the name of the business they said our leader registered? When was it registered? Who are the directors of the business and their address? Can the idiots produce a company's house entry to confirm their allegations? These are jobless, envious fools looking for cheap relevance with Nnamdi Kanu, but they will get none. For the sake of the gullible, may we clarify that Ipob has not effected any change in its registration documents. People should disregard this imaginary tale concocted by DSS through its amorphous group SCEPNNG to create confusion. Ipob is still intact under one command led by our indefatigable leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ipob is a global movement with a presence in over 120 countries. The movement runs a harmonious leadership structure in all the over 120 countries where Ipob is registered. We therefore challenge the faceless CSEPNND and their sponsors to show proof of their hallucination. We also challenge the faceless statements issuing self-acclaimed leaders of this amorphous group, one Professor Madumere Chika, another robot, Anayo Uchemba, to come out and address the press if they are real. Let them also disclose their communities and address if indeed they are Igbo. Wow. This is a very hefty response, I must say. It's good it's cleared up. And again, as it said in the article, it is very obvious that they've run out of propaganda and lies to use against Ipob. Like really, like they are not creative or innovative enough to think of other ways to, sort of attack this group. I mean, they've been doing this for so long. You think that they'd get used to it and they'd be able to continue, but obviously they can't. So it's like, it shows that these people will go to any length or any measure, which sometimes can seem irrational, because why? Really? So now Ipob is now in Nnamdi Kanu's proper, please, of course these claims, and these claims come out and we cannot be surprised. It is what it is. Someone says, in fact, it is his property. With this report, you are trying to divide and reduce Nnamdi Kanu's influence on Ipob. Absolutely, because again, it's very obvious that the propaganda against Ipob is not necessarily for Nigerians in terms of like, non-Biafrans, but for Biafrans, because again, they're not really attacking Nnamdi Kanu, they're attacking Biafrans and they're attacking their unity. And of course, a divided people, it's easy to control them, it's easy to instill fear and all that. So yes, it's more an attack on the people, and obviously they have good leaders that will come out and make these claims clear, but they've got to realize that the government is attacking Biafrans, as in the people themselves, not the leaders, but the people themselves, because that why they've been indestructible so far is because they are so united. And I think that's what they're aiming at, because again, the when you hear that, okay, your leader is personalizing something that has been made public to the people, it's sort of, you're trying to breed mistrust and all that. And so the aim is definitely to strike a nerve in Biafrans, and for them to start asking questions and then turning against their leader. I mean, it's childish at this point. Biafrans are a set of intelligent people who, I think the word I use is intelligent. They see through all the lies, propaganda, and all that. And of course, they've got a leader like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So they seem very indestructible. I don't think any of this propaganda will work, and they see through it, to be very honest. Somebody says Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains our unshakable leader, unchangeable leader, and most qualified leader in Biafra land and Africa at large. Somebody says Amazi can never be wrong. Anywhere he leads us, we will go. If he goes 1 mile away, we'll increase it by 10 miles. He owns us as long as Biafra is concerned. We love him because he first loved us. He restored our pride, which is what we are known for. Now, any Biafran from the 11 eastern states can beat his or her chest and proudly declare that I am a Biafran. He made it possible for Google to recognize us as a people and a race. If I start mentioning what this son of the soil has done in our lives and as a race, night will come and day will break. We love you from here to the moon, sweetheart. Okay. And this person then puts a kiss. But I think again, there's a deep respect for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, especially with Biafrans. They really do respect him. But I think one thing that is promoted amongst Biafrans is for the fact that they're intelligent, they know their history, and they can think for themselves. And I think it's a unique thing where they respect and they obviously, acknowledge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but because he's so consistent in being right all the time and speak facts, and he knows what he's saying, that trust is building. And so again, with Biafrans, there isn't so much dependence on Nnamdi Kanu as much as, because what I think he promotes is sort of Biafrans and their land and their identity, and that is what they've gotten that so clear that we're not, yes, Nnamdi Kanu is leading us, but what we are represented by and what we deeply respect and what is non-negotiable is our identity. And I think that because they have a general view and a general oneness to that and their identity, I think they remain unshaken. And it's a lot to learn. I think they're one of the small groups in the world, but in terms of if they've got it right, they absolutely have. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.